The guy won't go down, he's got a chin.
Yo, CBC Boxing. Don't forget to subscribe, yeah? Straight boxing news. Hit up the Instagram, TBC_boxing. Let's go.
So, a few days ago, I came across the interview with Anthony Yarde and the ITV journalist Anton Allen. This was on Anthony Yarde TV. Really, I should have done the video. The plan was to do the video on that day. So it's December 26th. The plan was to do the video on that day because I was literally preparing to go to sleep. Then I just thought, you know what, let me just flick through YouTube, see what's out there. And I saw this. And I thought, let me give it a listen. And I was going to do the video straight away. And I thought, for whatever reason, I didn't do it. I was just being lazy. And then today's the 28th December. And I was thinking, should I do the video? Should I not? And I just thought, you know what, let me just quickly do a little brief view on what I thought about the interview between the two. I thought it was a very, very good interview, very, very insightful. But boy, Anthony Yarde has been through it this year, man. In 2020, the guy's really been through it. You know, in this life that we live in, you know, it's full of tests, right? It's full of tests that God gives to us, and you know, with the passing of Anthony Yarde's grandmother and father, he's been definitely tested in this year. And when you get tested, you know, it's to deem what kind of person you are, you know. And I feel God tests us just to see how we will react to certain things, you know. Are you going to channel all that emotional energy to do good, or are you going to channel it to do bad? So, of course, he's had those two passings, and then on top of that, he's also had to deal with the aftermath reaction in the do with his trainer Tunde Ajayi. Now, of course, a lot of the boxing world who have followed the Anthony Yarde journey have suggested that he leaves Tunde Ajayi for different reasons. I guess people think that he's providing the wrong advice to Anthony Yarde. You know, he's not suited to Anthony Yarde's style. And you know, in the interview, you can still see that he's, you know, contemplating what to do. I think towards the interview, the interviewer, Anton Allen, towards the end of the interview, he asked Anthony Yarde, so will you be leaving Anthony Yarde, will you be leaving Tunde Ajayi? That might have not been the exact question, but I might be paraphrasing. But he said something along the lines, will you be leaving Tunde Ajayi? And he took a deep breath and he says, he needs to sit down with his team, everyone in his team, even the guys behind the scenes. He needs to sit down with them. So I'm unsure to what Anthony Yarde's decision making will be. I have a feeling he's going to leave Tunde Ajayi, but then on top of that, he's got to deal with the fact that, you know, they've come this far to build a brand, the whole Lions in the Camp brand. I think Anthony Yarde's sponsored by JD and Maxi Muscle as well. I remember, I used to use Maxi Muscle protein shakes a long time ago before I knew what protein shakes was, and I think I remember seeing him on an advert. He's built JD, he's built the Lions in the Camp brand. So, you know, when you're receiving all those financial packages, is it the best thing to do to leave Tunde Ajayi? Probably not. So it could be a case where he adds to the team and then maybe Tunde Ajayi steps back on the boxing program and just focuses on the business ventures. So, you know, you still use the brand Lions in the Camp, but then you might just have a different trainer or different nutritionist, different sparring partners, you know, different boxing atmosphere. Maybe Tunde Ajayi will just take on the business side of things. I think that might be the best way to go about it now that I'm thinking about it. You know, it might be a bit of a rational decision to leave Tunde Ajayi and just leave everything behind. You know, maybe just leave the whole boxing side to someone else and then let Tunde deal with the business side of things. That's probably what I was thinking. But yeah, Anthony Yarde said he was going to go travelling. Well, not travelling, he's going on holiday, I should say, with his family. So he's going to obviously go away. I'm sure he'll discuss it with his family as well, what the best thing to do is. So yeah, man, Anthony's going to go through it. 2021 is going to be a huge year for Anthony Yarde, man, because he's battling with a lot of things right now. So he's got to channel all of that energy that he's got, channel it for the positive, man, and put that into your boxing. You know, hopefully I see him. He gets back to to winning ways, man, because he's had a loss against Kovalev, and that kind of built Anthony Yarde's brand up a bit, because he was doing well in that fight. And then obviously, of course, we all know he had a loss against Lyndon Arthur as well. As I said previously in the video, I had that scored as 6-6, so it could have went either way. Anthony Yarde in the interview did retract his statements about calling that fight a robbery, but I think he feels like he deserved to win. A lot of the boxing world felt like Lyndon Arthur should have won, or it should have been a draw. If it had gone to Anthony Yarde, I would have felt a bit bad for Lyndon Arthur the way the fight went. Looking back at it, but if the two are to rematch, Yarde and Arthur, I think Yarde wins the rematch, because Yarde needs to put on the pressure earlier on in the fight, because when he was hitting Lyndon Arthur was feeling those punches, man. I think he was feeling those power punches. So I think if the two are to rematch, I think Yarde will stop him. I think Yarde will stop him, man. But yeah, with the right trainer, let's see what happens. He needs to move trainer, but don't move. I would say, yeah, I've said this earlier on in this video. I'd say don't completely get rid of Tunde Ajayi, because you've built this brand and you're cool with him, and you might need to go back to him. They're probably discussing things away from boxing that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? But maybe add on to the team, add on some trainers. There's loads of expert trainers out there, man. People like Adam Booth might be available. Does that mean that now you move? I don't know where. I think NER trained somewhere in East London, but Adam Booth's training facilities in Surrey, so it could be a case where he moves to a temporary location near Surrey. I don't know, but yeah, man, it'll be interesting to see what Anthony Yarde does, and see where his career goes, because he's now 29. Right now, he should be in and amongst the world levels. You know what I'm saying? He's 29 now. He's now still fighting at British/European level. And boxing career is short, man. It's a short career. He did start boxing late. I think he started at 19, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, the boxing career is very, very short. So he's got to maximise his potential. And we all know he's got potential. But that's just my take on it. Enjoy your day.